In 1953, 52% of the Smith County community voted to replace the historic 1910 courthouse with what we have today. The 1955 courthouse was built with 2 trial courtrooms and housed the county's jail and administrative offices. At almost 70 years old, it now serves 7 trial courtrooms. The age of the building, along with safety and security issues, efficiencies needed for the administration of justice, and spatial needs born out of population growth, it dictates a solution may be necessary. Currently, jurors are required to park in an isolated lot down the street behind the courthouse and travel 2 blocks and around the entire courthouse to enter the front of the building. This November, voters will have the chance to decide whether to keep what we have for the long term, to decide whether constructing a new courthouse is needed. 23 years ago, a 50-person community task force was formed, and in 2000, it found that the construction of a new courthouse, as well as a new jail, sheriff's office, and parking structure were needed. In 2007, a second study conducted by a different commissioner's court and a different engineering group reached the same conclusions. Since that time, the county has solved the jail and sheriff's office needs, but has not moved forward with a solution for the courthouse or parking structure. In 2019, the county again began to evaluate alternatives and ultimately propose a plan to the community. But that proposal was tabled because of the pandemic. Until now. Our community understands that every detail of any proposal must be centered on safety and security. A safe and secure courthouse must have 3 separate corridors. 1 for the public, 1 for the judges and staff, and 1 for the inmates and jailers. The current courthouse does not allow for that, causing judges, juries, defendants, witnesses, victims, and their families to be in close proximity to each other. In the newly proposed courthouse, distinct corridors ensure inmates transported through an underground tunnel from the jail travel up through a separate elevator to holding areas where they await separate, secure entry into the courtrooms. This system also allows judges to access their courtrooms from secured areas, and juries to enter their deliberation area without walking through public hallways. For the nearly 17,000 jurors that enter our courthouse annually, safety and security must be paramount. The proposed courthouse also accommodates the newly created 475th District Court and consolidates all judicial-related activities into one building. The proposal provides space for the addition of more courtrooms in the future, and space to grow for the court-related offices such as the district clerk, county clerk, and district attorney's offices. This proposal seeks to minimize the impact on the taxpayer. The $179 million cost for the courthouse and parking structure will have an estimated tax impact of $3.67 to the current tax rate, which is now among the lowest tax rates of any county in Texas. This equates to about $73.40 per year for a household with a home valued at $200,000. Of course, if you are 65 or older, this proposal will not increase your tax bill on your homestead because of an existing tax ceiling. The historic and traditional design of this new courthouse is a result of significant public input. As the epicenter of law and justice in the community, it should be more than mere brick and mortar. It should reflect the character and nature of the important activities that take place within its walls, the physical embodiment of the rule of law, and the primary place where life, liberty, and freedom are preserved and protected. For 23 years, the community has asked for a courthouse proposal to consider. In November 2022, the community will have the opportunity to make its choice, whether to keep our current courthouse or if constructing a new courthouse is needed.